Uh-huh.
Can you feel life moving through your mind? Ooh, looks like it came back for more. Yeah. Can you feel time slipping down your spine? Ooh, you're trying to ignore. Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to PCG Live. And yes, you have all three of us live today.
Yes.
You got Andre, we got Kyle, and you got me. But I'm only here for a little while. Andre and Kyle are going to take over the show. I may be in the background and talk a little bit, and you guys, I'll talk loud enough so you guys can hear me about a few of the topics. But
we can flip the heads.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
So, but we had a very good weekend. With Extra Life Game Day. If you guys, we're still accepting donations. We're just not doing that special offer. But if you press exclamation point donate in the chat in Twitch, the link will pop up. If you just go to our Twitch site, donation link is there. So, yeah, other than that,
donate for the kids.
Yes. So I'm going to give that microphone to Andre. There's a few topics I know we're going to talk about that I kind of just want to put my opinion in while I'm in here. So here's Andre.
Beautiful.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm with my boy K.
About time you came back.
Let me tell you something, man.
What has it been, like last 2 weeks you didn't show
Yeah,
up?
man. And you know what's messed up? The last 2 weeks were two great things to talk about.
Yeah.
So I at least I got to hear you guys, man. I'm mad that I wasn't on. There was a lot I wanted to cover.
Yeah. Yes.
And I'm not going to really speak on those too much because it's a new show. But the one thing I did want to talk about was that Smash. That's the only thing I really wanted to cover.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, you completely missed that.
Yeah. So as far as what happened with the whole Smash Direct, I wish I was here to talk about it. It's always good to talk about the next day or the
what's
day.
your feelings? What's your thoughts on the Smash Direct?
Ken sold everything for me. I don't care about anything else. Once I seen Ken, it was just like, and Kyle said the best in the message, to have all my favorite characters from my childhood in the same game. It's big, man. Like I'm talking about Cloud and
but it's not just like any Ken. It is
it's
Super
the
Turbo Ken.
Yeah, that's what made it so great. I was just like Ken, and I know how much Van loves Ken. Me and Van both love Ken a lot, and I don't know about Kyle, but we always talk about.
But oh my God, did you just say
that?
No.
I mean, I don't know if like a Ryu guy or a Ken guy. Like,
Let's put it
this
way. I'll tell you something right now. I'll argue this. I don't care. I'm probably, at the very least, the second biggest Ken fan in this room at the moment.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to argue that. I'm just saying.
Just because Van actually has a little figure of Ken.
Oh yeah.
And I don't, so that's why I'll give him the edge on that one.
That's what I'm saying. Like there was always that side when you played back in the days. Someone was Ryu, someone was Ken. Y'all both do 30 Hadouken. See who can get close, who's gonna do the punching. And I like how they made Ken actually a little different than Ryu. He does a lot of more martial arts than Ryu's like a lot of power and the Hadoukens based off the Hadouken and the kick. Ken's like he is in the game a lot of. I always said Ken was the puncher and Ryu was the kicker to me. I don't know why I always felt that way.
It's I'm not saying it's vice versa.
I think I got it mixed around. I got it mixed around.
Yeah, because Ryu on Third Strike used to have a special punch that he did.
Yeah.
It was so broken.
That's what. But I just always loved Ken. Like every time we played the game, I was Ken. So that stole the show for me. The new Pokemon, I don't know him. I haven't played any of the new Pokemon games, so I don't. He looked insane. I'm sitting here watching. I'm just like, this dude looks insane. Like he's a wrestler type too. Like I was just like, this is cool to add to the game, man. That was cool to add. Who was the other one they revealed?
Incineroar.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah,
the Pokemon.
Incineroar.
PD
Piranha, which. Don't get me. That's when I got pissed. That's when I was pissed. I know
you were pissed?
A lot of people are happy about Piranha. No, hell no.
I really think it's 50-50. I think some are happy and some
aren't. I'm pissed, man. Listen, Van was saying they need to put another one of them quirky, dumb characters in the game.
And I told you it was
going
to. This is one of the quirky.
That's the quirky one, and I wasn't happy with it. You guys know how I feel about Waluigi, and y'all got mad at me about Toad. Y'all got mad at me about Toad being in it.
Wait a minute.
Waluigi?
Let me ask you a question. You got Toad and Piranha Plant. Which one you put in the game first?
Toad.
That's just ridiculous.
You can do so much stuff with Toad.
What are you going to do with Toad?
Dude, you can make Toad like
You're going to turn him into a treasure tracker Toad?
That would be pretty good. That would have been a better quirky.
He
could throw the treasure. He can do like a little puzzle thing. He can do something. God, Piranha Plant.
And then he's going to cry every time he gets
God, Piranha Plant. This is unacceptable,
at least that's a That Mario character.
Bomb-
Had that Toad.
Oh my! You could have put Bombo Chain, whatever his name is, in it. You could have put
Chain Chomp?
Chain Chomp in it. You could have put my boy what's the magic wizard dude, man? Lenny. I mean not Lenny. What is it, Lenny?
Oh, Lenny's one of the Koopa kids.
No.
I know what you're talking
Who's
about.
the magic cat with the blue?
Been
around forever.
Oh my God. How do I not know this?
I forget his Magic Koopa, but what's I
No,
don't
it's
know.
not Magic Koopa. Oh my God, what the heck's his name?
I can't remember his name, but he's been there since Super Mario World.
Yes.
This dude could have been in the game. He would have been nice. This dude got a wand. He got Piranha Plant. I ain't happy with, but for the people that are happy with Piranha Plant, I ain't mad at you. I mean, it's cool to have Piranha Plant. He's in Mario Tennis as a I don't know if they made him a character yet. I don't think they did, but he's Chain Chomp's a freaking character in Mario Tennis. So
Kamek, that's his name.
Kamek, that's his name.
Kamek.
He could have been in the game. He
Yeah.
Kyle, don't
I mean,
do that.
all right, let's put it this way. Piranha Plant's more well known than Kamek is. Let's be honest.
Kyle, I don't know.
Piranha Plant's been in there since day one.
Yeah, he was that enemy that you just avoided stepping on because you knew you were losing life.
Yeah, because you were gonna die.
At least Kamek would chase you. He was turning blocks on the floor into other shape. Listen, if you're happy with Piranha Plant, I can understand. I'm not, but I get why. Even Metal Mario would have been cool.
That would be Metal Mario would be an Echo Fighter.
Yeah,
if anything. But I mean, it's a left field character.
it's true. We were just talking about left
I mean,
field.
so nobody saw it coming.
Yeah,
If anybody saw Piranha Plant coming, I'd be like, wow, okay.
I didn't see it coming.
What psychic abilities do you have for that?
Yeah.
I don't mind the choice though. Like at first, I thought the same thing. I just went, huh? What? Piranha Plant? What?
I don't
was like,
know.
and I even said while they were showing it, I'm like, why didn't they just put PD Piranha? But then all of a sudden they showed the Final Smash. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
PD Piranha's okay.
Then we got the end of the trailer was the new story mode they're adding.
Wow.
Mine was just my mind came out my head, Kyle,
Wow.
and I was holding my brain like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like my brain couldn't function because my concern about this game has been what's the story going to be like. I hated what they did with the previous Smash with the story. I wasn't. It didn't do anything for me. You know what I mean? Like it was just like this is just the fighting's good and all this is good, but the story, there's not nothing there.
Yeah.
But this right here, you couldn't have done it any better. I even seen cameos from games like Shantae. If people don't know Shantae, one of the greatest games, Shovel Knight, like. They just had so much going on, Kyle. I just was like, and then Kirby being the one that survives and how. And
Yeah.
It was just phenomenal. Then when I'm looking at the board, I'm like, oh, we got the little RPG element going on. Like I know it's not. I mean,
Overworld?
Yeah. Like it was just like, oh, this is like. I was shocked. And then seeing that you had to like ride a Rathalos to the other area and certain. It looked like Super Mario World with a Japanese take on it. It just looked really dope.
They
and
combined everything in the Nintendo verse.
That's what was cool and.
Like they were surfing on a Lapras. I was like,
That was when I seen that,
what?
Kyle. When I seen that, I just was like, "There's nothing." They could have just showed that trailer, Kyle, and I would have been happy with that.
If that game wasn't coming out December 7th,
yeah,
we're looking at Game of the Year.
yeah,
Probably not. Red Dead would probably still win.
yeah.
But
But
mean-
Smash is going to be a problem because it has all the elements that it needs now. That story just didn't have the music in the back, and I love when music's in games and it could catch my attention. Mario Odyssey did that. Breath of the Wild, I know Breath of the Wild's theme in my head over and over. I know Mario's, song with the girls singing, and then this. Nintendo knows how to get us, man. And the first thing I thought of when I seen that, I said, Nintendo can destroy the entire world with one thing. If they said one day, let's do a game like Final Fantasy, which was like Super Mario RPG, but it was the Nintendo verse in it, it would be over. I'm talking about the Nintendo verse, and you pick three.
So basically, you want Smash Bros. In a JRPG.
Yes.
Oof.
Yes.
Oof.
If that
That'd be
happened, Kyle,
interesting.
everybody else might as well say bye. Buy Xbox, buy PlayStation. You can say that's a
There's
stretch.
There's two things that if Nintendo ever decided to do it, that might be one. I think that's one of them. But if the other thing would be, if they ever decided to build a system that was just as powerful as an Xbox
Oh,
One X,
it would be over.
and they got all the same third-party support as they did,
Everyone's over.
It's done.
I agree.
It's done. They would wipe everybody out.
I agree 100%.
In my opinion, they'd wipe everybody out. So because basically you're coming down to the exclusive battles at that point, and clearly the one that's got the advantage on both other systems is
Combined.
is Nintendo.
Yeah, I agree. So that was my take on it. I was real happy with Nintendo. I can't wait to play. I'm glad that it's December because it gives me time to finish Red Dead, which I'm about 60% through now.
You know how many percentage I am in that game?
0.
0. I haven't even touched it yet. I have too much stuff to catch up on.
It's too much. I'm trying to beat the game because I know when Smash comes out,
You're gonna be
I'm
consumed
gonna be
by
on
Smash.
like I'm still gonna kill because Red Dead. The thing smart with what Red Dead did, what Rockstar did was they said here's the single player, you guys have this for a good amount of time, and then the multiplayer after.
About a month.
I love that. I think every game should do that in fairness to give people a chance to beat the game because then that way we don't get the Call of Duty epidemic where they don't make campaigns no more.
Yes.
So if you have it where a person has to play the campaign for the first month, then the multiplayer comes out. Call of Duty, you can't do that. But you can do maybe the first 2 weeks and then after the multiplayer comes out. Something along those lines. So the people that sit there and use their time, their work, their effort on these games, their story gets acknowledged and people actually are saying, dude, you got to play the story. You have to do that, man. I just think we live in an era where to keep single player alive, you have to do stuff like that.
I agree.
Or give in-game rewards that if you beat something like Call of Duty has a campaign, if you beat it, you get like a certain armor you only can get by beating the campaign. But that was the other thing with Red Dead. I talked about Red Dead being my game of the year before it released.
Right.
It's tough. And I say that because is Red Dead what I expected? It's better than what I expected. But Red Dead is definitely slow pace. Like, I mean, going from the first Red Dead to this, they're complete different games. This Red Dead had made sure. I see what they said. You know how they talk about the 60 hours campaign?
Yes.
I know what they mean now. It's not really 60 hours. It's probably really only 40. 20 hours of that is literally every mission you do, you're walking to it slowly or riding to it slowly, where it takes like 15 to 20 minutes to complete a mission just because of the riding. When you get to the mission, you'll beat the mission in like 2 minutes. You're like, oh, that was quick. And the next thing you know, you're riding 20 minutes back to get back to camp. So they kind of took a little cheat route out. I don't want to nitpick them a lot, but I have to because it's such a great game. But right now, that and God of War, they are giving, and Assassin's Creed, they're giving me a run because I thought Red Dead was going to have a clear path, like clear. And from most perspective, for most people, it will win. But for me, as a gamer, I have to be honest, it's great. I think they tried a little bit too much to be extremely realistic. That's probably my only issue. It's so realistic that when you're riding your horse, Kyle, if you're riding through trees and you trip over a rock, you're flying off your horse. If the rock's big enough, or if the tree's wide enough.
Yeah, but that's fine.
No, I mean, I'm cool with it. Like I said, I'm cool with it. But it almost feels like the one thing I didn't like about God of War was the cinematic camera that they do now. The over, like me, you called. I think you told me this. The over the shoulder.
Yeah.
Is now what the developers are trying to do is get us to understand how great the graphics are and how great the game looks. So you're walking like this. And you're walking real slow, and then the camera's like panning around, and then you see the ground. It's making sure they let you know, look at this game, especially Red Dead.
Look how pretty it is.
Yeah, like Red Dead in 4K looks. We both have a 1X, so when you play it, you'll be like, oh my god, it's the best looking game ever of all time right now. But when you're playing it, you're just like, it looks really dope, but I'm taking 30 minutes to get from this city to this city because, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like they kind of milked that a little bit too much, but I get it.
I was literally talking about this specific subject. I forgot who I was talking to. I might have been talking to Van about it last week. But I've always had this philosophy with video games. And I've had arguments with other people about it. And I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, but you're wrong. Mm-hmm. But I know people that think graphics make the game.
They don't, man. And
no, they've never done.
They don't.
They've never made the game.
Kyle, I could get 5 games off the top right now that aren't based off the graphics. Cuphead is one. You can say Cuphead looks beautiful art, but it's still not based off of the graphics. Like, it's not where it's like, oh my god, this is so pretty. Castle Crashers. Almost every indie game that's made.
Almost any indie game.
Yeah, so to me.
Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight.
Look at Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight is one of the best games ever made now. People got that in their top 50. That's a new game that looks older than our old games, but it's still it's what it is. It's the challenge. That's what makes Cuphead great. It's the challenge. It's this and that. The graphics don't make it. I think that's the problem with Microsoft and Sony, that they've become these people that are so hungry on graphics now that even a game like God of War is pretty. It's beautiful. The action's amazing. But at the same time, a lot of stuff has to get sacrificed to make it that way because they're trying to make sure people realize, look at the tree that's actually blowing. Look at the horse testicles in Red Dead 2. That was an article made from IGN. They talked about the horse's testicles looking so real. I'm not going to look at my horse's testicles riding my horse.
Right.
So, I mean, I agree with that. I agree 100% with you, Kyle.
Here's a perfect example of that, too, for anybody that wants to disagree with me. If graphics made the game, then how come Breath of the Wild beat Horizon?
Yeah, because Horizon was better graphics.
Right. A lot better graphics. 1,000 times better graphics. Breath of the Wild still killed it.
That's true.
And then Mario Odyssey.
Was second.
Arguably, Mario Odyssey looked worse than Horizon comparing to graphics.
Yeah. And it was second.
And it was second.
That's true.
I mean, I've said it for ages. Graphics don't make the game.
It doesn't.
It's always gameplay. It's always been gameplay.
Yep.
So,
I agree. I just don't want all these people, like, I've seen the trailer to Death Stranding. I've seen the trailer to Last of Us 2. Yeah. I've seen all these, and I feel like now I don't want them to focus this over-the-shoulder camera that they're doing a lot now. I don't want that, Kyle, to now become where we're forced to, like, walk through an entire scene of talk. Like, what Red Dead does is they make you, because they didn't want to do cutscenes, they make you walk, and how you hear the story is, like, while you're riding the horse. So what they did was when you're hearing a story, they're not showing clips or nothing. You're literally hearing it while you're riding the horse. So you and your guys on the horse, and you're just hearing them talking back and forth, back and forth.
But they did that in the original one.
They did, but see, the only thing is, the original one was a fast pace. So, like, right after you got off your horse, it was mission, bang, 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 bang. Or in the middle of it, you could just go and do this. And this one, it's now like, I don't mind it. Like I said, I don't mind it, but I can get why people, like, I have ADD. So, like, I can get why people, the beginning alone, Kyle, takes about 15 minutes going up a mountain. You'll see when you play. About 15 minutes going through snow to get to your objective. Why do they do that, Kyle? The only thing that popped in my mind was they want to show you the beauty of this game.
Yeah.
That's all it was, because it didn't make sense, because you guys only say a word. You and the people you're with only say, like, one word to each other, like, every few seconds. So it's like, it sure is cold up here. And then you hear the other guy, I can't take this cold. Walk. 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 Get to the cabin. What decision we going to make? About 15 minutes of them figuring out what they – I'm just like, I'm cool with it personally, and once you get past that part and the free roam does become available, it's still the old Red Dead. You can just jump off your horse, go run into a general store. This one, it's making sure you press RB to stop your horse. Then it's pressing Y to make sure you get off your horse, because if you get off him too fast, you'll fall and you'll hear him go, ugh, and he loses health. Then if you're at a store and you want to hitch him, you have to get off, go to the hitch, hold Y, hitches him up, put your gun in your bag so no one comes after you or no one thinks you're trying to do anything. Go in the store. You're walking like this to go in the store. You get in the store. It isn't quick like, I want to buy bullets. It isn't press A, your bullets are there. Now it's press A, talk to the guy, tell him you want to buy something. You get a book in front of you. It says what the things are. You have to pick the item. Then it opens the book again, and then it's on the book is the gun. So you're scrolling. Do I want this gun? No, there was a gun I seen that I like. Let me go all the way back. Scroll. So it's like, I get the realism they added, and I get what they were doing with this.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean. Like, it's like reading a book almost. Like, it's like the whole time you're playing, you're really reading a book.
So pretty much, I feel like this is the direction the gaming industry is going in, and sometimes that's not a good thing. Mm-hmm. Because they're trying to make it where it's like legit realistic. Mm-hmm. But gamers don't want legit realistic all the time in every single aspect.
Not in every single game.
Not in every single aspect of a game. Because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get very realistic with all these games. But like that's just, honestly, that's ridiculous. Like, why do I have to get off my horse a certain way, and then I have to take the horse,
hitch him,
then go into a building and do this realistic thing where, oh, let me show you this. Like, I'm looking at floor tile and picking which floor tile I want.
It really is.
Like, I'm not sitting here. I don't want to look at floor tile,
Yeah.
thinking, all right, which one should I? Oh, I like this color instead of this
Yeah.
color. Like I ain't gonna do that with my guns. Just show me a thing of guns. And I'll be
Show
like,
show
all
a
right, cool.
whole list. Let me pick through the whole list. Not let it say provisions, health, horse health, guns, this and that. It's too much. Like I said, I get it. Some people love what it's doing with Red Dead, and I'm fine with it. Like I said, I'm not knocking Red Dead at all. I'm
Right.
saying that for me to feel this type of way, God of War did it a lot. Instead of just getting right to the point like God of War used to, now it's walk through a cabin, open the door, walk up the steps, look through the ceiling. And then I hate in games when they do this new thing now where it's like follow somebody, right? You're
Yes.
following this person. You guys are just walking like there's no skipping no more. There's no skipping cutscene. You're literally walking with this person to get to an objective. Then when you get there, they're like, hey, search the building. Once I see that search the building, I'm like, oh, God. Go in the building, hold a button to look around and see something highlighted. Open the diary. Like, I don't want to do all that stuff, Kyle. And to me, it's like, I get the people that do want to do it. They want realism. They want the games to be realistic. But then we're not really being gamers to me no more. Now we're becoming more of like we want real life in our gaming world. And you remember in the GTA days, if you had a gun, for somehow they kept 30 guns in one slot. Like you had the weapon wheel. Now in Red Dead, you can literally only hold 3. And then if you want to switch one, you have to go all the way to your horse, go to the saddlebag, switch one out, and take a new one out. Like that. Like I get it. It's real. And there's nothing beats realism to a lot of people. But to me, and someone like Kyle, maybe it's the Nintendo in me, Kyle. Maybe it's the fun getting to the point to me. But to me, what these games do, and I'm real worried about that with Death Stranding because I feel like from what we saw, me and you keep saying, where's the gameplay? So I'm worried now that Death Stranding is going to become that game where it's like go up the mountain and find footprints. You go up, find footprints, then it says, now go all the way back to the cabin and see if you can find something there. You go all the way back to the cabin, then it's like there's a scene where it's like you're moving real slow. You're going through the Tomb Raider does it a lot too. So I mean, I'm not a big fan of it, Kyle. I'm not knocking anyone that is. This is the way games are going.
Yeah.
But if games keep going that way, I'm sorry to say that I'll just stick to playing Nintendo where I can have a choice and have fun while doing it. So instead of being obligated to do what everybody's asking for and this realism that we don't need in a game all the time. Some games it works good. Maybe Call of Duty should be playing more like these games now and less of like how they play. You know what I mean? Why is an Army game that's actually not Black Ops because it's in the future.
Yeah, that's future.
But why are Army games more crazy and ridiculous than these games that aren't really real? Like God of War, it's so realistic. You're like, yo, Kratos probably exists. Like that's how real it gets. Like you're sitting here doing some crazy stuff, and you're just like, damn, I feel like this is me. You know what I mean? It's like they're engaging the audience by making a movie. One person told me the reason God of War won't win Game of the Year is because it's technically a movie, not a game. I said, well, that's why it's going to win. But then I thought about it, and I said,
yeah, I'll say it like this. Games like God of War and games like Red Dead's always going to have the advantage. Here's why. God of War, this is literally the same situation we were in last year. Because we had Breath of the Wild and Odyssey. Now, why didn't Odyssey beat Breath of the Wild? In your opinion, why do you think it didn't win?
There's a lot of reasons, but it was more to do with the open world Zelda had, and because the graphics were kind of the same, almost like Breath of the Wild.
You could argue that Odyssey's graphics look better than Breath of the Wild.
You could.
I could make that argument, but the problem is, Odyssey was linear, and like you said,
True.
Odyssey is a linear game. Breath of the Wild was an open world game, like you said. Red Dead Redemption is an open world game that got 10s. God of War is a linear game.
That's true.
That also got 10s. That 9s, 10, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But that has always been the main problem with games like God of War, Mario, and all those others. Those games have always generally been linear.
Yeah.
And that's why they don't win.
Yeah.
Like, look at couple years ago. Uncharted 4. Fantastic game, right? Beautiful game, played great and stuff. Now, I will say this. It wasn't an open world game that beat it, but it was Overwatch that beat it. Because Overwatch had such a huge impact on esports and all this other stuff. And basically, but, again, Uncharted never really had a chance
True.
because it's linear.
That's true.
Linear games always have a disadvantage. There's nothing wrong with linear games. I love linear games. Linear games are great because with this world of just too many open world games to me at this point, you need some linear games to play
Yeah.
to keep yourself sane. Otherwise, you'll be investing 60 hours
And then
in
another
a Red
six-
Dead Redemption.
yeah.
Then you go and get Cyberpunk that comes out
Yeah.
eventually. That'll probably be another 60 hours because you know Project Red's going to make that game humongo.
Yeah. I think I'm feeling like you feel, Kyle, with the battle royales. I love them. They're a great thing in a way, but to me personally, it's kind of taken something from me. Like,
Yeah.
I just played Assassin's Creed Odyssey before Red Dead,
Yeah.
and that game was ridiculous open world.
Right.
It's bigger than Red Dead. Now I'm playing Red Dead, and I'm like, could it be the fatigue of carrying over from a game that I just put 70 hours into, carrying over to another game that now I'm putting another 70 hours into? Could it be that? Yes. That's why sometimes I have to take a break, but I don't want to take a break because I'm like, I got to beat it because then I know some other open Kingdom Hearts comes out for me in January. Kingdom Hearts is technically linear. It's technically linear because it's not open world.
Right.
That's, like you just said, I'm going to need that fix of that linear way of playing for that time because I've been playing too much of this ridiculous. And then, hold on. Matter of fact, Tomb Raider was the first game I played that I beat before playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So I already had Tomb Raider, and they made Tomb Raider open world. This one was open world. Then I get Odyssey, open world. Then I get Red Dead, which is probably the best open world ever made, according to most people. So it's like now,
Debatable.
yeah. So I mean, but now it's like, to me, if you ask me, and that's a whole nother show, what's the best open world game? That's a debate.
Oh my God,
that's a debate.
That's
man.
that will just take a while to figure out which one you actually want to choose.
Yeah.
Let
that's a debate.
alone make an argument about
Yeah.
it. Let's put it this way. I haven't touched Red Dead yet. I will eventually because I have to. I played the first one. I loved it. But like as you describe it, it's like you're doing this and 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 you're making it realistic. But to me, when you do that, now you're taking a little, again, like we said before, taking a little bit of the gaming aspect away, trying to make it more story realistic.
It's a movie. It's a movie.
Make it more movie-esque. But I'm not playing a game in a movie-esque. I'm playing a game.
Yeah.
That's why I would always still make the argument, and I don't care what anybody says, that Breath of the Wild is probably still better than Red Dead.
It could be. I mean, and honestly, we'll see how Red Dead does this year. With sale-wise, you can easily say it, but that's because it's Red Dead.
Well, all right. So, and here's another argument, say, like that you just said with sales. Red Dead did incredible sales, just like GTA did. Rockstar always has incredible sales. Sales. But that's sales, not the game itself. Because if it was only about the sales, then there would always be GTA and Red Dead Redemption 2 are probably the two greatest games of all time.
Nothing else you could really.
But it ain't. Or Final Fantasy VII
Yeah.
would be one of the greatest games of all time, just simply because of sales. But that's why you can't just look at sales. And I've had arguments with people like this as well, because they always try to make the argument, oh, this sold more than this. That doesn't matter.
Me and my friend argue about this all the time. Avatar, the one with the blue people, is the #1 selling movie of all time.
Yeah.
Probably still.
Yeah.
But there's two things that people didn't notice that happened. One, me as a fan of that movie, it was okay. It wasn't as great as people made it. James Cameron made it. Titanic was also the #1 movie of all time for a little while.
Same thing. Yeah.
He makes good movies, and people support him. But what he did with both of the movies that people don't notice, he released them regular, then he did them again 3D when they came out. Avatar, he did regular, then he did 3D, and then he wanted to show the enhanced version of 3D when 3D got even bigger. And that was actually one of the only movies I ever seen that was perfectly 3D. But anyways, my point is, just because a movie or game is rated #1 of all time, the ratings, the sales, all that go in with it. That's why I guess if someone's arguing Rockstar, they can say, like me, I don't like GTA at all. I can't stand GTA, but
I don't play GTA.
But someone that's defending that GTA is the best game of all time, they can say because of money, they can say because of the game, because the game does get 10s every time they make it, so they can arguably say GTA is the best. Me, I would say it's the same game every time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to me, it's just polished. Then Red Dead's a whole different game, but I mean that's that's always a good debate. What determines a greatest games list? You know what I mean? With me, it's memories and what I feel while I'm playing it. How do I feel while I'm playing this game? And right now, Red Dead wouldn't be one of those games. It's not to say the game isn't amazing. The game is phenomenal, and like me and Kyle say, it's gonna most likely win Game of the Year.
Yeah.
But for me to say that it's in my memory now, like I'm gonna remember this game, I can't tell. I remembered Red Dead 1. No one's gonna tell me.
I remember Red Dead.
I remember that game like yesterday. Will I remember this one? I hope so. I hope by the time I beat this, that I do.
Yeah, that it becomes like a memorable.
Yeah, but
story.
as of right now, there's not anything that I've done in the game that made me say, this is the greatest game of all time. Is it in my top 10 of all time? I can't say that yet. I got to beat it. But it feels like every other open world to me. Kill, hunt, get the hunt, build your clothes, do this. Like, it feels like most games. And I'm hoping when you play it, Kyle, I can't wait to see your take on it because I know how much you love Red Dead like I do.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see. I know Duo, I was asking him how you like it. He was saying it's going to be Game of the Year. Me and him agree on that. But I was asking him how does he feel about it so far, and he said it's good. But I could tell by his way of playing it, it was like, this is a good game, but is it like, oh my God, I got to tell all my friends they need this game right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we shall see. I know when the multiplayer comes out, hopefully that does some different things for me.
So the multiplayer, I mean, it'll be good. Obviously, look at GTA's.
Yeah.
Like it was
Years.
It was very good, very good. It's still being played today.
Yes.
But like, it depends. Like I still have to play it. Obviously, I don't have an opinion on Red Dead Redemption 2 right now. But to me, what makes a game like great is, you have that memorable experience of what specifically happened in a game. Like Ocarina of Time will always be a game.
Me and your number one games all time.
Well, it to this day is still my number one game of all time. And because I had this lasting experience where it had so many things that went on in the game that just are memorable that people will continue to remember as the time goes on.
Yep.
I played that game came out 90 it came out
98.
So it's 20 years.
Yep.
It's legit been 20 years since Ocarina of Time, which I can't believe we never
And
we
there's
haven't
still
celebrated the 20th anniversary of that.
And there's still no game nowhere near. Honestly, there's no game in comparison to Ocarina of Time, Kyle.
As far as setting a trailblazing to what games, open world games specifically, are doing today, that set the blueprint for all these games that are coming out now. That's why Ocarina of Time, it might be a disadvantage for some people. It might not be fair to some people because if you're arguing that it set the tone for other games, but it's not as pretty or anything
Kyle,
like that.
I wouldn't even add that.
It's not even that.
I wouldn't even add that. I would just say the game in general, just seeing the beginning storyline and being this kid that wakes up in a tree and going even – Ocarina of Time had too much going on for it. Ocarina of Time was way ahead of
its time. And to this day.
Way ahead of its time.
And to this day has aged extremely well.
Yes.
For the N64 version.
Yes.
Not even talking about the 3DS version that came out.
Yeah.
The N64 version has aged extremely well.
Yeah.
Over 20 years.
It has, man. I'd be surprised every time I look at it. I'm like, this game looks – you see the GameCube version? The Master Edition? Looks phenomenal. It still looks great. But like I said, that's my take on Red Dead. I've been wanting to get that off my chest.
Yep.
If you ask me what my rating on Red Dead is, it's a 10. With all that being said, it's still a 10 because it does everything good. And as a gamer, it does the right stuff. It has the right – how they made it, what's in it, how it's done, it's all perfect.
Yep.
It's just my only issue with it is that now these games are becoming movies. So I'm almost doing like Telltale games where I'm watching something, I'm just pressing buttons almost to get to the next part. And that's what it's starting to feel like now in this gaming world. And I'm kind of getting scared about that because I feel like that's the route a lot of games are going to go, Kyle. And I just want to have fun playing my daggone game.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
That's it, man. But
a lot of games are going to be like that.
I can't wait to see how you feel about when it comes out. When you play it. Yeah.
I mean, eventually I will get to playing it, but again, I got so many other games.
Watch how long it takes. You're gonna start it and be like, dude, I got 30 other. That's what kept happening to me. I'm like, I love this, and I'm walking through the snow, and I'm just like, but I have like 5 other games to play with.
Yeah, I know. That's literally how I am gonna be. Just think about it. Pokemon comes out next week.
That's what I'm saying. And
Like, I already got $15 on it at GameStop. So I got to go.
then we got Smash.
Then we got Smash December 7th. And you know I'm getting that. Right now I'm playing through Kirby. And then I finally decided that I wasn't going to wait to stream it. I was just going to play them. But I started playing Mega Man X4.
So it's like,
So I'm like, so pretty much my Switch is taking over right at the moment.
yeah.
And then I'm playing the NES games that are on there, which I probably shouldn't be playing because I played them numerous times. So, but I don't know. Like, there's a lot of games I got to catch up on. I got to finish Kirby. It's just like one thing after another, after another, after another. That's why I got to get back to streaming again. I took a little hiatus. I wasn't feeling well, and I had a little cosmetic issue. But that's a different story. But, you know, this is going away, and I'm feeling a little better, so I'll probably get back to it this weekend. I was supposed to have all weekend off, but my boss just texted me. She's like, can you work Saturday? I'm like,
Get over here.
Do I have to? But no, it's fine. Whatever. I don't want to leave the other girl hanging anyway,
Yeah.
so I have my job. So, but anyway, big things happened yesterday.
Oh, man.
And I am so relieved. so relieved. You might want to go get Van for this one. I might yell for Van. Van!
Van!
I need Van for it. Because I had to wear this shirt today.
Yeah, man.
Because it was just, you know.
So that's the 2018
This
East
is-
on there.
PAX East. Wrong way. PAX East 2018. You know that whole countdown that I did last time? This is the shirt from there. So, if you guys did not know, I'm sorry, but PAX East badges went on sale at 3 o'clock yesterday. Now, this was the first year that PAX sent out a cryptic tweet on Halloween basically giving away when the badges were going on sale. Not the specific time, but possibly the specific day, which Van made up a good point. Like, we didn't know if day one meant Halloween that day.
Yeah.
Would have been day one, because if that was the case, it would have went to Tuesday. Or if it meant the next day was day one, which coincidentally meant the next day was day one.
Oh, wow.
Because from Tuesday, all day Tuesday, I had the day off. I did nothing but stare at this and stare at my MacBook. That's all I did. Because these things, for specifically Saturday badges, just go really fast. They're already sold out. Saturday is
crazy.
already sold out. Friday, Thursday, and Sunday are still available, which is good. But, you know, Friday eventually is going to be low because people are going to buy the Friday ones. The Friday one's another big one. And then it'll go to Sunday. And then Thursday up until will probably still be available. But once, like, the convention's about to start, those Thursday badges are going to fly off. So you'll have plenty of time to get Thursday badges. But Saturday?
That's what I got to get.
But Saturday.
I get paid tomorrow, man. I can't get nothing until tomorrow.
But Saturday, I mean, yeah, you're going to have to wait now until they recall the Saturday badges that were bought by scalpers. Because, because scalpers are constantly on there going, you know, robot, and you know, the Saturday badges, and it's a pain in the ass. But nonetheless, badges are on sale. So anybody that is interested in going to PAX East, Saturday, you're out of luck at this point. But Thursday, Friday, Sunday are still available. I highly recommend going. I actually recommend going on the Thursday.
That's what I want to do.
Because Thursday last year was wonderful. Because not a lot of people went that Thursday. And so you could go into lines that on a Friday or a Saturday are wiped out. And, like, they're capped off, and you ain't getting in that line. But, like, Thursday, I got to play Code Vein. I got to play Soul Calibur. I got to play Detroit. I got to play a lot of games. Which one?
Code Vein, man.
Oh, Code Vein. Next year. Next year, Code Vein is coming out. That's going to be quite interesting.
I want that
loved it.
Thursday. I want that Thursday so bad because I felt that. I remember last year we talked about
Thursday will be easy for you, Gap.
Yeah.
Thursday will be easy to forget. I mean, if you can get all the days, that's great.
Yeah.
But you can't go one day.
I already know that.
I mean, like, I've said it numerous times. For everybody that has not been to PAX East yet, the first year I went, I ended up going – I originally was only going to go on a Sunday. But I ended up going on a Friday and a Sunday. And good thing I did, because I was like, damn, you cannot go through this convention in one day. It is extremely hard. And my first year, I did not bring a backpack. or anything with me. Fatal mistake.
Ooh.
Now, people go in there and don't bring backpacks. And if you don't have a backpack, you can get, like, right into the building immediately. But you're going to be struggling all day. Because you need that backpack. Like, I learned right after the first time I went, I didn't bring a backpack, charger, or anything else with me. No handheld gaming console, nothing. You got to bring stuff with you.
I'll have my Switch, everything.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to have my Switch. I'm going to have my 3DS still.
Hopefully by that time they have that new Xbox portable joint going on too.
Oh, yeah.
This Xbox thing going on. I gotta figure out the date on that. Matter of fact, you can keep going. I'm gonna look at that.
The Xbox portable.
Xbox Mexico thing.
Which they might, I would say, which they will probably talk about on the Xbox Mexico thing. Segue. All right, I gotta say this before we segue into the Xbox thing, and I'll just finish up with PAX too. Van told me last week that I was the king of segues, and I was like,
"Oh no, you are."
I'll toot my own horn on that. I'm pretty good with segues.
Nah, you definitely.
I'm pretty good with segues, but
your logo should be. You should make a logo with you on an actual Segway.
On an actual Segway? Oh, my God. That would be funny. So when I go on stream, I'll have an animated me on a Segway.
On a Segway. There we go.
They just segue to different things every time.
Yo.
Oh, that's a
I
great
just gave
idea.
you a dope idea, man.
That's a great idea. I'm going to be on an actual Segway because I am the king of Segway.
Nah, you are. I give you that.
Boom.
When November 10th at 4 p.m. Eastern time.
Bingo.
1 p.m.
Which is,
Pacific.
1 p.m. Pacific. Well,
4
that's
p.m. us. So
4 p.m. Oh, good, because I won't be at work at that time. So I can watch it. Oh, maybe
tune
we should
in.
live it.
Hold up. Tune in for games including Crackdown 3.
Yep.
If that game even exists.
All right, before you get into that, before we get into the Xbox thing, just to wrap up PAX East, we're not starting the countdown yet.
I was gonna say, where's the countdown?
No. We're not. Okay, so here's the rule, right? Because I didn't start the countdown until after South last year, so that's the rule. At least we got to get by South, and then I can start the countdown. Plus, I'm going to South this year.
Oh yeah, you said you were gonna do
Yeah,
it.
I'm doing all three. Or I'm trying to do all three, but I think I should be able to, as long as I get the West badges.
I'm doing PAX East and E3. I can't do anything else, but I will be doing.
I gotta get West done before. I gotta get West done before E3. I gotta, only because with E3, I feel like it will just be the same thing as a PAX,
Kinda.
unless you get invitations to the press conferences.
Yeah.
That is my only, like, that's why, E3 is cool. Everybody wants to go to E3. But, like, my whole thing is, now that I've gone to PAX, my thought has changed because unless I'm going to those media conferences and getting to see those reveals, it's just another PAX. That's it. So that's why I'm like, all right. So I'd rather go to West.
That's true, but see, the thing with us both, like in Xbox, remember they always do Fan Fest, where you go in, where you get into E3, because they have their own E3 thing now. Remember
They do.
So you get to watch, so you go watch the E3, but all the games that they reveal that day, you play that day. You know what I mean? Like, you have station set up.
I agree.
That's the only thing
that's
good.
cool. There's definitely, I won't say there isn't advantages to going to E3 over PAX West or East or any PAX, but at the same time, it's like, now I have this connection to PAX.
Yeah, exactly.
And as much as, like,
that would be dope, though, to say you went PAX East, PAX West. That would be, man,
to go to
dope.
South, East, and West.
That would be hot.
Yeah. That's why I like, because that's my whole goal is by the end of the year, I want 3 of these.
That would be
3
dope.
of these shirts. One says South, one says East, one says West.
Remember, Kyle said this because he's going to have all 3 of those, too.
I will.
I know this guy. He's going to have all 3 of them.
Depending on any debacles for next year, I will be at South, East, and West. So that's my plan for next year.
That's a dope plan, man.
Oh, I can't wait.
That'd be so cool to be able to say that.
Seattle's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting because I could go see the Nintendo studio, the Nintendo headquarters. I can go see the Microsoft headquarters because that's also in Seattle.
That is true.
And that's why I'm going a day early. That's my plan. My plan is to get there a day early, to take a day to go sightseeing, and then convince our boy Albert, because Albert's going to go with me, and his cousin, to go to the Nintendo headquarters, go to the Microsoft headquarters, take pictures there, and then we go see other things like the Space Needle.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to save up for that. But anyway, speaking of Microsoft, now
Here we go. See, we need the animated segue to go.
the animated segue. See, all right. So this is what we gotta do from now on. We gotta get a link right here. Or actually, we don't even need to anymore. We need a animated person on a Segway. That every time I do a Segway, we click on it and it just goes right across the screen. Like Segway, woo!
And you know you're gonna be ready to press the button because somehow you be knowing the segue 30 minutes before we even segue into something.
That is true. I got my segues prepared for the episode. I got them written. No, I don't. I don't have them written down.
So Kyle with his going by.
Segway.
Xbox Fan Fest is, my friends, November 10th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific Time.
Yes.
You can watch it on Mixer, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. They will be announcing some major announcements for Xbox Game Pass. There will be a mix pot where if you are tuned in, you will get rewards on your Xbox just for watching. I'm just going to point out that is true because every time I've logged into my Mixer and watched an event, I've got something in my my Xbox account. Like Microsoft will send you a message, and it will say conversation with Xbox. You click it, and it will say download the free Forza Horizon Halo pack. Download these gear skins. So a lot of people, they're not major, but to get anything free just for watching. So I log in, go to the bathroom, come back, and find out I got some rewards. So update on Sea of Thieves, which at this point, I don't know what they're doing, Kyle.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing this. The one thing I give Rare is they are pushing the hell out of it. But just go make a Banjo game, and that's all they got to do, Kyle. Make a Banjo game. Anyways, Forza Horizon updates, Minecraft updates. I don't care. Information on Crackdown 3, including release date information. We shall see about that.
No. I thought they already had a release date.
No, they keep pushing.
Oh, no, that's right.
Yeah. What else am I looking at? And that's pretty much it. Mixer 2.0 is out for people that don't know. Me and Duo was talking about it. Really cool how they made it. Really fun how they made it. But that is pretty much... Oh, Brawlhalla, a game from like 2009 on the PS4.
No,
Brawlhalla's
been... I was about to say Brawlhalla hasn't been around that long.
On Steam, I feel like it was. I feel like well, not 2009, that's the fourth. I feel like it's been on Steam for years. Like, years. Then PlayStation got it. And guess what, everybody? It just came out on Xbox. So, like, anybody cares. But, I mean, they did add Rayman, which is a really cool thing.
Brawlhalla's a good game.
It is. It
is a good game, except now it's like, it was on PC. Fine. Then it went to PlayStation. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. And then you waited all this time, and now it's on Xbox. It's like Rocket League.
Oh, it's not just on Xbox. It's on the Switch, too, bro. You can download your Switch right now, too. So if you need something to hold you over till Smash. Till Smash, because Brawlout was not a holdover game.
Listen, nobody with a Switch is going to buy Brawlout or even download Brawlhalla.
Brawlhalla's free.
Because the second Smash comes out, everybody's dropping that $60. Or if you're getting the special edition, $150 to play Smash, to play the game that is the daddy.
Yeah.
To those other two games.
That's the one thing I can say, because while you talk about earlier, segue, by the way, how you talk about earlier how games that always trying to say, like, how Ocarina of Time made that formula.
Yep.
Actually, saying a segue, this is reversing. How you said Ocarina of Time made that formula, and people can say, well, that's only because it made that formula. Let's get this straight. Smash started that formula, and no other game can even come close. How many games have they tried? PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, which no one even remembers or even want to think about. It had Kratos, Crash Bandicoot, and the rest of them guys, and but no one giving crap about that game. Anyway.
That was a very long bit.
Yes, Brawlout, Brawlhalla, none of them, no matter how good they are, no matter how
Do you remember the Ninja Turtle one?
That was really bad.
I didn't know if you actually remembered it.
That game, that was the Wii one, right?
Exactly.
That was the Wii one, right? You talk about the one that was on the Wii?
I think it was on the Wii.
I can't remember, but I remember that game. I tried to be that person that said this was a great game, and I just kept lying to myself inside. I was just like, this is a good game. It was so bad. And so was the Digimon Rumble Arena. Digimon Rumble Arena came out.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, and I actually liked that game a little bit. But
is that because it's Digimon?
It's because it's Digimon.
Okay, see, all right, so here's the thing. Like, I can respect the fact that even though, like, there might be bad games, like, people still like them because it's Digimon. Mm-hmm. Because, like, how many actual Digimon games lately have come out?
Yeah.
Like, one, I think. So it's like, I mean, I get it. Like, there are those bad games that you're like, hey, it's Digimon. Like, I can play as Agumon. transform into War Greymon. And I'm like, that's enough for me. As long, the game might suck, but that's enough for me. I don't care.
I just need to see the animation.
I just need to see War Greymon. That's all I need to see.
I always been a Metal Garurumon guy.
You've been a Metal Garurumon guy?
Where Garurumon was the coolest looking Digimon.
Where Garurumon was cool, but I've been with the crowd, War Greymon.
Listen, I always liked Digimon more than Pokemon back in the days. I was that guy. I was, Kyle. I'm sorry. Just because they can talk, they have guns, like, it got extreme.
Yep.
Digimon got real extreme if you watch the first few seasons. And then Season 3 happened, and
Yep.
they started using cards and all that.
Oh, yeah, then it was all over. The first 2 seasons were great, and then after that it was just a mess.
The movie was amazing. Digimon, the movie was unbelievable. When we're not gonna get into that, but I'm just saying, like, Smash Brothers formula people have tried and tried and tried, and that's the one game you never heard anyone say, this is better than the Smash. This version of what's Smash Brothers label? Brawl beat 'em up. What do you call it? Arena brawl beat up game. What is Smash?
It's like an arena.
Yeah,
arena.
You never heard anyone say that there was a better arena game than Smash, and you never will hear anyone say there's a better arena game than Smash.
Not here.
Yeah.
Not here. No way.
Yeah.
No way. Sorry, I've been getting distracted, but
PlayStation All Stars is the worst.
looking at Black Friday stuff.
Yeah, Walmart
Let's talk
released
Black
theirs.
Friday.
Yes, we should.
Because we're, what, 2 weeks away?
Yeah, I can't
much.
believe it. 2 Thursdays away.
We
man.
are 2 Thursdays away from Black Friday, and a lot of stuff is coming out and being advertised as far as gaming goes. Walmart, they said they just released their Black Friday stuff. Same thing, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one different thing.
Uh-oh.
So an Xbox One X is $399, not $499.
Ooh.
So $100 off Xbox One X.
There's one that comes with Red Dead for $400 too.
With if you buy it at GameStop,
You
can get Red Dead. Which Pro Days sale is this weekend.
Yes.
So another Pro Days right before the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a Pro member, that's good. So just like every other Black Friday, I'm seeing a lot of similar sales. Like, let's put it this way. I've already seen at Target, Best Buy, I believe as well, and now Walmart, that they're doing the $200 PlayStation 4 Slim with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They're literally all doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like...
It's a good deal, but when everybody's doing it,
when
like,
everybody's doing it, yeah.
you
it's like,
don't win this year, my friend, because Walmart usually is the one that beats out everyone and then Best Buy for online, but this year, everyone's pretty much playing a little safe with Black Friday.
they are, but I will say this right now. You got, what, 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Because remember that little bet we made?
Oh, Red Dead going to 50?
Not
So,
even, not even 50.
To 45?
It hasn't even been discounted yet.
Oh, it hasn't, but it will.
No.
I know you ain't talking.
No,
the
no.
Switch is still, go to Switch. The Switch is still $300.
No, wait a minute. You get, I just saw the Switch one. Oh, so the Switch bundle with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still $300. But it comes,
That's what I'm saying.
but it comes with a game. It's bundled with a game.
Do they have any Switch games that
On
are going to be on
sale?
sale Black Friday?
I believe. Oh, I got to go to, hold on. Okay, ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
Kirby Star Allies is $35.
Mm-hmm.
Skyrim on Switch is also $35.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Well, this is only Walmart. I got to go to the other one, too.
Well, if
4K TV deal.
that's what the hell, the 4K TV.
Not to get distracted. No.
Don't get Hisense, though. I'm warning everyone right now. When you see 4K TV, don't just jump to a 4K TV. You got to understand, there's certain brands that run 4K way better. That picture will be dull.
Samsung.
Do not exactly. Go for Samsung. Go for LG. Do not do Hisense. Do not do, what's the other one with a P? Don't do
God.
Philips.
Philips stinks.
Don't do Panasonic.
Panasonic stinks.
Don't do Hisense. Don't do.
Why? Why Hisense? Why would you even? Why is that even a thought?
I don't know, Kyle, but I'm trying to warn people because my boy bought 2 4K TVs last year because they were $200, but they're 60 inches. I said, if you think those things are $200 and they're legit 4K, you're crazy. What happens? He buys a 1X. He puts them on. Not supported. Not supported, Kyle.
It's not supported.
So
Yeah,
what
I
happened
wonder
was
why.
what happened was he was playing his game in 1080p, not 4K.
Nope.
So he got a 1X with a 1080p TV.
Yeah. That said.
That said 4K.
4K, which we all know that's garbage.
Don't fall for them, man. I'm telling you.
Listen, if I get in, all right. Are you a TV snob?
I am.
Like me?
I am.
Yeah,
I
okay.
get a new TV probably every year.
Well, it's not even that. It's the brand.
No, that's what I mean. I'm real specific.
Like literally, I will not buy anything unless it has has the letter S
Yep.
at the beginning of it, and 2, if the words end with Oni or Samsung. That's it. I ain't buying nothing else after that. It's either Sony or Samsung, and that's it.
I agree 100%.
Not even LG. And the only reason why I say not even LG, even though LG is supposed to be a very good TV, the only reason why I don't say LG is because I had an LG TV about 3 years ago. It lasted 2 years. Done.
Nope.
Crap the bed.
Nope.
I'm like, nope. Samsung every single time. I don't
agree.
care.
I agree. I bought a Samsung at the same time that I bought an LG, and the LG died a year, the same year. The Samsung's been going for 4 years strong.
Which, might I add, just so you can see this,
Uh-oh.
Best Buy, Doorbuster.
So you got to be first come, first served.
Doorbuster. Look at that.
Oh, my God. 600. Okay. Samsung, but I'm going to explain the one on the left of it, too. Samsung
This
4K.
This is
That's what I'm going to explain that
that's
after.
a Toshiba.
Samsung 4K,
Ultra HD.
Ultra HD with
HDR.
HDR is $600. Doorbuster. You have
65 inch?
Yeah, you have to
65
get that.
inch?
You have to. If you have the money, or if you have to save with a roommate, get that TV because that is a great TV. Do not fall for the one on the left of it, which is a.
Toshiba Fire TV Edition.
It's 4K though. It's 4K. It says.
But yeah, that's right. It's 4K. As long as that's 4K, it's fine.
But let me show you the price difference, and there's a reason.
It's $130 for 43 inch. $130.
Kyle, this when you see them poor mothers and them poor fathers go out there and think that
They're getting an actual 4K.
Yeah, and I don't mean poor like you don't have money poor. I mean poor like I feel bad for your soul. You're going to go get those. You're going to see them carts go by you, and you're just going to shake your head like, that's a Toshiba. That's a that's a Toshiba.
That's the bad thing of us working at a Walmart.
That's what I think that's what it is, Kyle. Maybe that's what it is. Because I didn't care. When I worked at Walmart, if I seen someone going for the Toshiba, I would tell them, you shouldn't get that, man. Like just being real between me and you, go for the LG. Go for the Samsung.
I used to. That's like when I first started, I didn't know a damn thing about TVs.
Yeah.
And then getting to learn about TVs, I'm like, okay. So like now I know what are the best brands. And like people would, I don't even remember some of the older brands that were the 1080.
Westinghouse.
Westinghouse. Like people legit would go in there and try to buy a Westinghouse.
Yes.
I was like, can I help you with anything? Oh yeah, I might buy this TV. I'm like, don't buy that TV. Don't buy that Westinghouse.
My manager got mad at me all the time. He's like,
Oh,
what
yeah.
are you doing? I'm like,
You're supposed to be selling. I'm like, yeah, but I'm trying to sell the higher product.
yeah. Exactly. That was always my excuse.
I was
I'm
trying
like,
to upsell.
I'm like, I'm trying to get more money. I'm trying to upsell. But that TV we need going. I'm like, but no one wants that TV. The person was just about to get it. I'm like, but then they would have returned it because Walmart receives anything. You don't even need a receipt nowadays. You can just go to Walmart with anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm telling you, you can. Like, I've done it.
I could go in there with a rock.
I'm like,
And just be like, I need to return this TV.
I don't have the receipt, but I got this for
But
$6.98.
I don't have the receipt, but I got this rock here. Can you do anything with that?
That new thing is, okay, go to the aisle, see if you can find it. As long as the UPC's there, you get the return.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that's what if that's how easy it is, okay.
Or you could just look at my receipt whenever you get in. How about that one? How about that one?
I'm gonna bring a rock in there tomorrow.
Yeah, I got this rock, though. I need to return my TV with this rock. Oh, my God. But,
Oh my God.
Walmart, what did you do to us? What did you do to us?
I love them, man. I love Walmart.
Oh, my God.
They just do their workers wrong. That's the only.
Oh,
problem.
yeah.
But I do
yeah.
love Walmart.
And I have no problem talking crap
Yeah.
about it now at this point. I've been gone there for, 8 years now?
Yep. You get your low prices because they treat the freaking workers like crap, and we get paid so little. We were getting $8.40, just so people know. In 2012, I was getting $8.40 an hour. Oh my God, there is a.
Yo, so
Kyle
a
say that one.
55-inch Samsung is $398. I might buy that for myself.
Yeah, I might be doing that one.
Maybe not. I probably won't have the money at the time.
I will, so I might be doing that one because I have a Samsung 4K in my living room,
Yeah.
but my grandmother bothers me every day I play Red Dead. So
you might just get another one.
for my room,
You can get a Sharp. All right,
don't
that's-
you dare say
That's
that.
the one S1 that I won't get. Sharp. No Sharp.
Sharp is that's another one,
That
guys.
that ain't Sharp. though.
Mark it down. It is not Sharp.
That TV ain't Sharp.
That thing should be called Harp because it's melodic. That's the worst.
You know
TV.
what's funny? Like I see these Samsungs and it's like the same size.
Yeah.
One's for what was it, 600? This one's not almost 1,000.
But
And I'm
why?
like, but I was saying that like, what the heck's the difference? And I'm like, I couldn't even think about it. But then I'm like, let me go look at the specs. And I'm like,
That's what it is.
oh.
Which people don't know the specs.
So then
of
we
it.
got like QLED now.
Yeah.
That's the new thing, QLED, that runs at 3840p
Yeah.
over 2160. I'm like, man, I don't need 3840.
I'm gonna tell you though, if you go to BJ's and look at that TV, it looks groundbreaking.
I'm sure it looks groundbreaking, but to be honest, I look at the 2160p still, and that's still groundbreaking.
4K,
I don't care.
4K in general is groundbreaking.
Right.
If you're not like me and Kyle and don't have a 1X, because PlayStation 4 isn't true 4K, but if you're like me and Kyle and you have a 1X and you see what it looks like, you will understand what the difference in 4K is and regular. You
Ready?
Really will.
Hey, you'll like this one. Cue the graphic.
Segway.
Speaking of Sony, how come, where are the sales on the Pro?
There aren't no sales on the Pro?
I haven't seen one sale on the Pro yet, which I'm very disappointed because literally that is why
You sold yours.
I sold my other one because I
Let me look.
was looking for a deal on a Pro. Like, here we go. Best Buy. Ready? Doesn't that deal look familiar to you?
200 with Minecraft, 200 with Spider-Man.
Doesn't that look familiar
So
to you?
PlayStation's only bundle this year is the Spider-Man deal, huh?
Literally is the Spider-Man deal unless you get Red Dead, the Red Dead one that's already out
Yeah.
with the Pro. But I'm not getting Red Dead because I already have it on Xbox. So I'm like, so why am I even? I mean, if I want to get a Pro and it's not going to be on sale, I might as well just get the one that's bundled with the game. So I would just get a Red Dead at that point. But it's, I don't know. Like there are literally no deals on the Pro. Oh, here's some Switch games that are on sale
How much are they?
or Best Buy. Save $20 on select Switch games. So it would be $39.99, $40. So all right, so for $5 cheaper for Kirby Star Allies at Walmart. We'll say it like that. But you can get Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze if you haven't got that yet, and you got Bayonetta 2. Which, all right, so the only gripe I have with that is those are two games that were on the Wii U.
Yeah, they should be. It's only one day, Nintendo. One day.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, those usually go for a whole week. Oh,
Although
your
it's just-
controllers, $15.
Oh, so the controls me and Van left from Nintendo, $15.
$15. Oh, you can get. All right, so ready for this one? You can get Red Dead Redemption 2 at Best Buy, the PlayStation one, and with your free purchase, you get a free collapsible cup. Why? I don't need a collapsible cup. Why do I need a collapsible cup?
I don't know. I mean,
Like, what am I gonna do with
a
that cup?
cup would be better. I mean, a collapsible cup.
Why do I need a collapsible one?
It
I
does
ain't
look
trying
kinda-
to put. I ain't
Kyle,
trying.
it does look kind of cool though. I ain't gonna lie.
It does,
looks
but
kinda
I
cool.
mean, I don't need to collapse my cup and put it in my pocket.
That's their way of not selling it for lower than 60.
Oh my God! Yeah, that is their way. But yeah, I'm not. PlayStation's kind of dropping. Oh, you get Call of Duty Black Ops 4 for $45.
I knew Call of Duty and all them. All the games that didn't come out this month are pretty much gonna be. I wonder what Assassin's Creed is.
By the way, all right. So Red Dead is in there for Black Friday, but no discount.
Yeah,
So
right
you're
now.
So you're still owing me a sandwich.
Right now they're at no discount.
You
So
still owe me a sandwich.
as of right now, I still
A
believe.
sandwich.
I still believe. K.
You still believe.
I still
but at
believe.
the moment, you still owe me a sandwich. This deal, see, now this is why I'm so mad.
Here he goes.
This is why I'm so mad that the Pro, I haven't seen any deals for the Pro yet.
Let me look, man. I still gotta look on my own.
You can look, but like, this is kind of pushing me into the direction of maybe I get a PSVR. because I'm like, I'm tempted now. Like, I've been against VR for a while, but now I'm like, it might be tempting to play like Resident Evil 7, but I'd have to buy Resident Evil 7 again for it. But I'm like, maybe the VR is kind of growing on me. I don't know. I was against it for a long time, but it's kind of growing on me. But
I'm still.
yeah, I mean,
I'm not ready for that word.
I'm not completely sold yet,
I don't see anything, Kyle.
but
I don't.
that's what I'm saying. Where's Van? Van!
Van's reason's gonna be like they don't need to.
Where's Van? Is Van like right here? As I'm looking out the door, I don't see him. I don't see him. You might have to message him. Because he was supposed to be coming in and out, and he hadn't even showed up. I think he's scared because, like, if we're talking crap about PlayStation, like
There's no pro deals, guys. Kyle's actually right.
There's
I haven't seen one pro deal.
literally why I sold my PlayStation just so I could get Pro.
Now you gotta.
But now it's still
Maybe Cyber Monday.
400. Maybe Cyber Monday. I'm giving it till Cyber Monday.
They're
And
not
if
they're not
nothing
gonna
happens then I'm gonna.
I feel like if they
But
go.
here's the thing now. Here's the bad part. If I don't pull the trigger on the Slim 200 with Spider-Man, then I'm gonna lose out on that deal. That's gonna be $300
True.
again,
True.
and I won't get Spider-Man with it. It'll just be the system itself.
I'm just gonna have to.
So now it's like, I mean, technically, like I could get it,
yeah.
not open it, and then if the Pro goes on sale, get the Pro and bring
Bring it
the
back.
Slim.
That's true.
I could do that,
But
but
why do you even have to go through all that? I feel
shouldn't
like
have to go through all that.
I'm like you because I got rid of my PS4. But I was saying if they did have a good deal on Pro because I do have the TV now,
Yeah.
that I would buy a Pro. Like I was hoping the Pro would go down to like 300 at least. I mean
That's what I was
250 at
hoping.
least.
I was hoping at the very least it'd be $100 off.
Yeah, yeah. I think
Like,
it
why
should.
is it $100 off? Like, we're teasing. They're teasing a new PS5, and you're not putting your Pro on sale to try to sell it.
I don't
like-
get that. And the VR, the crazy part is the VR is on sale. They couldn't even.
The VR, yeah. And this is what, yeah, that's what really bothers me. The VR is on sale for like what, $200 or $100? No, not. It was $200. I'm sorry, because it didn't say. Double check for me. In that.
On which one? The VR.
The VR, because the VR is on sale. So like, if the VR is 200, why aren't you at least dropping the PS4 Pro to 300 for 100? Or why aren't you bundling them? Why isn't there?
I was gonna say if they did a bundle for 400, I mean for 500, people would get that.
a bundle for 500, even 550.
Yeah, people would get that.
If you did a bundle with PS4 Pro and the VR for $550 at Black Friday, people are going to eat that up. I'd do it.
I
I'd
would
get
do-
it just to be like, all right, cool.
I would do it too.
Because what system works best with VR? The Pro.
Yeah.
That's the main. Like, people have tried to. I've heard people trying to use VR on the Slim, and they're like, it don't work as well as if it was on a Pro.
Mm-hmm.
And like, the Pro was designed for the VR.
It was made for it.
It was made for the VR, and they're not putting it on sale.
Mm-hmm.
So people are like kind of assume like, oh, if they don't have a Pro, maybe we can just sell the Pro, and then we can discount VR, and they'll get VR.
So the PlayStation
Or not.
VR deal, PlayStation VR bundle with 2 Move controllers, Creed, Rise to Glory, and Super Hot VR, $250, save $100. PlayStation VR bundle with Astrobot Rescue Mission and Moss, $200. So there's a deal.
I'd probably just get the Astrobot and Moss because
I would do that
because
too.
honestly, like the other 2 games were what? Creed and what? What the heck? You just said it too.
Hold up.
Oh, you messaged him.
Super Hot and
Super Hot's what? That
the one with like
it's that game where it's like the orange.
it doesn't move. Yeah, it doesn't move until you move, and then the things are coming at you in slow motion. You throw the gun and
Yeah, you throw the gun, shoot the guy, and all that stuff. So I would just get the Moss one because one, it's $200, it's cheaper. Probably not gonna play those ones, but I would want to play Resident Evil. So I'm already gonna just save me some money and get Resident Evil. Maybe I get Doom. Let's put it this way: all the games that I would want to get are not on those bundles.
yeah.
Doom, Resident Evil.
That's true. That's true.
I'm sure there's a couple more that I can't think of right now at the moment. Like, I don't know if I could work simulator. I don't know if I could.
Nah.
Because I didn't want to play.
That's
Work
what I'm saying.
Simulator.
'Cause I'm not. Even when every time I talk about VR games, I'm just like, I'm not there yet. Like
Yeah, I hear ya.
Like no matter how good a game looks, I'm not at that point now where I'm like, oh, I gotta play VR. To me, it's like I probably won't play VR ever, even when it comes out from Microsoft if they ever do it. I feel like once again back to the realistic stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't really want to be a part of that. Like that takes away from me gaming. But
Yeah.
if Sony was smart, they should have done a VR bundle because they're doing that for $200. The Pro's already $400 regular price. If they took $100 off and then did that, they do $550. Like you said, $550.
$550.
That's a good deal, man.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's
And then
a
they're
great
not
deal.
losing too much because it only takes probably $100 off altogether from both of them. Maybe like 100 and.
Let's put it this way: the VR right now originally is what, 300?
Yep.
The Pro is 400. All right, so $700. You're selling it for $550, so it's $150 off. You're already taking $100 off the VR by itself.
Yep.
What's $150?
Everyone, and especially how good Sony's doing right now. Like they're.
Right.
That would have been, if you wanted to see families going out the store with the PlayStation boxes, that would have been the chance.
With the VR?
With the VR, that would have been the chance.
Sony, hello, stop being cheap. Stop being
We
cheap.
don't care because we're Sony.
We don't care because we're Sony.
We're too good for
We're
it,
actually
everyone.
doing crossplay, but it's with Fortnite. What a shocker!
We
Fortnite.
feel like we don't need to do crossplay because we're winning.
We're winning. No, you're not. Well, I mean, technically, yes, you are. But, like, Nintendo's scraping up. Just saying, scraping up. I don't know. Pro deal, it's not. What else is there? I can't talk about this anymore.
Yeah.
I can't talk about this one. Let's move on to the other deals.
Or, I mean, we can move on to the other thing before it's time because you got Nintendo Switch, got the YouTube app.
Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
Actually, I want to talk about that and the classic for a little bit.
Yeah.
So the Switch finally got a YouTube app. I don't know what else to say after that.
I'm happy as all
Got the
hell.
YouTube. All right. So how I feel about it, I guess I can.
I'm happy as all hell because I've been struggling to watch some of my anime because Crunchyroll buffers a lot.
Yeah.
And I watch a lot of rap battles, actually.
Yep.
And but my Xbox and my grandmother being in the living room and my wife downstairs, she doesn't want to hear the stuff. She doesn't want to hear the anime. Now I can plug my nice, peaceful Switch in and use my Turtle Beaches out for my Xbox. Plug it right into
Into
my
the
Switch and listen and watch as long and as I'm happy as heck. Like I'm a little bit overhyped about the YouTube because I've been saying, give me YouTube back, please give me the Wii U stuff. All I do is want everything that was in the Wii U, but better. YouTube, Netflix, and it's coming. It's coming.
Hulu's already on there.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you can do Hulu, but now YouTube's on there. Finally, it's on there. I mean, I've said it before. Like, there's so many streaming things that I can use already in my house that require that. But then again, at the same time, I have my setup that I've shown you for stream. So all those devices are all in one thing, and I don't even use them for YouTube or anything like that.
Yep.
And the only thing that isn't on there is my second dock for the Switch. So I guess at this point it's good, so I can watch YouTube in my room on my TV if I want to now. Eventually, it would be nice to have Netflix because I would like to watch Castlevania again.
I would love. Remember, I told you after you wrote what you wrote, I'm like, I gotta watch Castlevania now. And Seven Deadly Sins season 2 came out on there. And I'm like, you know what? I gotta watch these shows, but I don't have time, Kyle. I'm always driving. And now with the new job I'm doing, which I'm probably gonna leave in a few weeks. But after
That was quick.
I want to. Matter of, I did start this last time I was on the show. That's how quick
Yeah.
it's been. But I would love to be able to, like, when I'm doing my drives, I'm doing my stuff, to be able to watch all the shows on Netflix stuff I need to catch up on.
Castlevania is not long.
2 thumbs up for Nintendo with that YouTube app. You definitely-
I'll give them thumbs up for that. I personally am just like whatever, but I know a lot of people who wanted it, so I'll give it the thumbs up.
They're listening this year. Nintendo's busting to Microsoft. They're listening to the people. They're actually
The
doing
last
what
2
fans
years
want.
they've been listening.
They have.
They've been doing their own thing still.
Yep.
Like we've been talking, like that girlfriend that and whatever. But anyway, regardless of that, they're still listening. They're doing their own thing, but still listening at the
I'll
same
give them
time.
that.
So there's that, and then so people that have been playing, the PlayStation Classic early, obviously, the reviewers, so far not looking good.
A lot of people feel that.
This is why I want to get Van in here for that. Like,
Yeah.
I could try one time. Van, I'm trying again.
This
If not, I'll message him.
this is the thing, Kyle, about the whole PlayStation Classic.
Yeah. Sorry,
If
man.
it's not broke, don't fix it. The PlayStation didn't need one of these. The Nintendo I was happy for because Nintendo had them graphics, Kyle. Nintendo had like we talked about earlier. Nintendo's not based off of the graphics. It's based about the nostalgia and the feeling. Nintendo it worked because the games already look like that. But you're talking about bringing 3D games into the now
Yes.
that look pretty bad. It's I can see why people would want the PlayStation Classic.
Yeah.
Me
Let
personally,
me see if I can find a thing.
Me personally, I was just like, nah.
Nope.
All PlayStation had to do was have a backwards compatible list on the PlayStation 4, and that would have been enough for me. But this PlayStation Classic, not a big fan of, Kyle.
Van loves it, but Van's.
But he hated
Let's be
But
honest.
he hated the Super Nintendo small mini.
Let's put it this way. Like we've said before, Van loves this PlayStation. He loves his PlayStation stuff. Like he went through it, and I mean, I get it. He has a personal thing with the PlayStation because he owned a PlayStation. I did not. I didn't know it. I don't know if you did.
I own a PlayStation,
Yeah,
of course.
but I did not. But we talked about this during the charity stream last week. We were talking about PlayStation Classic and them fully releasing the games, which I can go over quickly again.
The list is okay, but it's not. Kyle,
I said it before. I've said it before too. This list that is on the PlayStation did not blow me away at all.
no.
Because I literally, and I wasn't trying to be a Debbie Downer with Van, because like I felt like I was kind of being one last week with him. But like, let me get myself in the camera a little bit. But like, where were all these other games that aren't on the thing on the PlayStation that should have been on there?
I know.
Like, all right, hold on. Let me
Suikoden should have been one.
Shenmue.
Shenmue should have been one.
I didn't even bring up Shenmue.
You know what I think it is,
Shenmue
Kyle?
should've been hell.
Kyle, you know what I think it is at the end of the day?
What?
You love Nintendo. We
Yep.
all love Nintendo, but you love Nintendo.
Yep.
Van loves PlayStation.
Yep.
I love Xbox. If Xbox came out with a mini, I would be happy. Because first of all, the first Xbox was so big, it took up my living room.
Right.
Second off, the controls were horrible. Third off, it was too much cord hooking up.
All right, now wait a minute. If they, you're gonna hate me for saying this.
Don't even try
if
it,
they
Kyle.
come out, right?
Kyle, don't you do this.
With the mini Xbox, right? But the controller they choose is the Duke. How would you react?
No, I'll be
to
pissed
that?
if they did that. I'd be pissed off.
I'd be right there with you.
But
I'd be like,
think
why?
of it. But Kyle, think of Xbox because you had an Xbox. I know you did. I know you had an Xbox.
I
Kyle.
did not.
You didn't have an Xbox.
I did not have an original Xbox.
So-
I played it a bunch of times, obviously.
The
but-
original Xbox can have a whole bunch of games that people don't even know were on the original Xbox that can come out. People forget Xbox had a lot of exclusives at one time.
They did.
Jade Empire.
Yep.
I mean, I don't want to go on that because it's not about Xbox. But I'm just saying, I feel like us as that console and our company who we're comfortable with,
Yeah.
Van was killing Super Nintendo for launching Super Nintendo. I remember Van hated the Super Nintendo coming out. And now the Sony's out. I don't like the Sony one coming out, and you aren't really feeling the Sony one coming out. But Van loves it. It is his console. It is his company. So.
He likes a lot of the games on there. Like
Give me
has
the
a-
list. Give me the list.
All right, so here's the list quickly.
Don't go quick. You can say it, and I'll give you the yes or the no.
All right, Battle Arena Toshinden,
That's good.
Cool Borders 2,
That's good.
Destruction Derby,
No,
Final Fantasy 7.
of course that's good.
I will only disagree with you on that because of how many other systems that is on.
That's true.
But anyway, the original Grand Theft Auto,
No,
Intelligent Cube,
no,
Jumping Flash.
no.
See, he loves Jumping Flash. That's why I want to get Van in here. I'll say Jumping Flash.
Okay.
See why. But anyway, keep going. Metal Gear Solid,
Yeah, that's
obviously. Mr. Driller,
good. No,
Oddworld,
that's
Abe
good.
Odyssey.
That's good.
I like that one. Rayman,
Which one?
original.
No,
Okay.
no,
I can't believe I say this one. Resident Evil Director's Cut.
no,
Revelations Persona,
no,
the original Persona.
no,
Ridge Racer Type 4.
no.
Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo.
I mean, if you like it, then
Can I just say it for you? No. I even said this to Van. I'm like, why did you not put it? We'll get to that in a minute.
go ahead.
Siphon Filter.
That's a classic.
Yeah, I agree. Tekken 3.
Nah.
Really?
There's a new Tekken out. I don't want to play
That's
Tekken
true.
3.
That's true. The original Rainbow Six.
Oh, God. Why?
That's what Vance
Why?
said. He said the console one was terrible. I was like, Twisted Metal.
That's a great one.
Yeah, obviously. And Wild Arms.
And that's a great one. Why couldn't it have been like three Twisted Metals on there? I would have rather for it have been that.
Okay, not even that.
Where's Crash?
No Crash.
Where's Spyro?
No Spyro.
Where's
I
Medieval?
didn't even bring up Spyro.
Where's Medieval? Where's Jersey Devil? Where's Planet of the Apes? I said Planet of the Apes. Where's Ape Escape?
Where's Tomb Raider?
Where's Tomb Raider?
Where's Soul Edge?
Where's Soul Edge?
That's literally what I was telling him.
Where's
I'm like, where's
Sakura?
this game? Where's this game? Where's this game? Where's this game? Where's this game?
Because when the Super Nintendo came out, Van said, "Where's this? Where's this?" We
Right.
need Van in here for this. He must be real
I mean,
busy.
you can.
Let me
you can
message him.
Go get him. I mean, I can go get him if you want to vent a little bit.
No, it's
because I did a lot of venting last week.
I don't have to vent. I feel
But
like
where's? I even said this to him too. I'm like, so the original Resident Evil got another remastered for the Xbox One and the PS4, right? It was the GameCube version, but now it looks better on PS4 and Xbox One, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so why do you need the director's cut of the original?
I don't get
Why
it.
don't you? I mean, so this is what I said too. You've got that game that's already out that you can play.
Mm-hmm.
Same story. But why? Because people want to hear you're a Jill sandwich. Is that the reason why it's on there? Come on. Like, all right, I get it's a classic, terrible line, but like, you don't need it. So, and speaking of segue. Why don't you put Resident Evil 3?
I was gonna say the same thing.
That's like you've got this Resident Evil that you can play that's remastered and everything else from the GameCube one. I get that. You can play that one. Resident Evil 2 is about to come out in January. So why don't you have Resident Evil 3 on there instead of the original Resident Evil? I get not everybody can afford a PS4 or an Xbox One. I get that. But, like, you can't. People buy it all the time. Like, people are still buying them. Still buying Xbox One, still buying PS4s. You got the Resident Evils that are constantly on sale, too. Like, why aren't putting Resident Evil 3? You haven't seen another Resident Evil 3 remake or remaster. So why not? You see Resident Evil 2 go on the GameCube, not remastered, but Resident Evil 2 was on there, but never Resident Evil. Well, actually, no, Nemesis was on the GameCube. I'm sorry. Now that I think about it, let me just double check myself.
Nemesis was on the GameCube.
Yeah, it was on the GameCube. Okay, so I take that back. But again, that was on the GameCube. So why don't you? And it was still the same PlayStation one. So why don't you have that on the original? You got these other two games coming out.
Carl, this is my issue. If you're going to see what Nintendo did was smart. I didn't like what they did, but I get what they did.
Yeah.
They didn't release Virtual Console because Nintendo plans on doing their consoles, making the mini versions.
Well,
and make it,
no. They are making the mini version, but they're not doing their Virtual Console because look what they're doing right now with the NES. They're releasing games, releasing a few games every month. That's going to up that library for the NES.
Oh yeah. But what I mean by that is, so the reason why everyone got the Super Nintendo, one, it was years ago. It is the classic. It is the nostalgia. It is all that.
Yeah.
The price was good.
Yes.
If you add up the price of them PlayStation 1 games right now and the Nintendo games, I guarantee it's about a $400 difference. If you go to an actual store and look how much they would charge for them games.
Yes.
Because each Nintendo game was like $50 and up. Each PlayStation game would probably be like $6. I can find that. I can go to Bowser's Basement. Shout out to my boy at Bowser's Basement, John. I'm John. I can go to his place right now, get a PlayStation game. I can find all the games that are probably on that list for $5. Not exaggerating. My issue with this is, if you're going to give us something like this, the only thing that the PlayStation has that's good is that you no longer have to put that annoying disc in anymore and blowing off the disc and wiping it and make sure you have to open and close it. You don't have to do that no more. That's the good part.
That's the good part.
Other than that, there's too many games y'all have that should be on this thing.
Yes.
You had the Japanese market at this stage. You had such a Japanese connection. There could have been so much game.
You say all right. Now you say that, and I forgot the one game that I did bring up to him. Where's Chrono Cross?
Kyle?
Where's Chrono Cross? Now, all right. My whole thing was with the Chrono series was that Chrono Trigger wasn't going to be on SNES, probably because of copyrights
Yep.
and stuff, and licensing. I knew it wasn't going to be on there because Nintendo doesn't whatever. So I at least thought that if they would come out with the Sony one, I at least thought you would get Chrono Cross on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
And it didn't make the cut. So I don't know if it was something with the licensing
No
that they couldn't
Toomba.
get.
No Toomba. No Ape Escape. No Chrono Cross. No, like, there's so much that.
Chrono Cross is a huge.
What Nintendo did smart, they made sure that not only did they give all these games, they said, hey, guess what, guys? Even Star Fox 2, even though the game's crappy, people say what they want, it's still a game that was never played.
That was
it's
never
still something
played,
that,
never released.
that attracts people. If you had said, hey, here's this game, whatever, blah, blah, it could be the crappiest game ever. If people just knew there was something coming out that was something that they didn't originally have or can't get, I got to get that.
Yeah.
Nothing on that list just made me say, woo! It was more like, oh, even the best announcement, Final Fantasy VII being on there. I can get that on PlayStation 4 right now, backwards compatible. I can get that on the Nintendo Switch in a few months.
Eventually, yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
There's so many things that you can get Final Fantasy VII on now.
Yeah,
It's just
this was just a
ridiculous.
money grab. This is just let's copy Nintendo, which
You
Microsoft
think
is
the
on.
best game out of all of those games was Final Fantasy VII
Twisted Metal,
over Metal Gear?
Twisted Metal,
Really?
yeah. Twisted Metal. Not one person in this world doesn't know what Twisted Metal is, and you can say not one person. You can say not one. Even if the person doesn't know Twisted Metal, if I say to them, you know the game with the guy, there's an ice cream truck and you're shooting at each other, and there's a guy. You're like, oh, I remember that game. Even if you didn't play it, you might remember because I feel like Metal Gear is big. Metal Gear is big.
But I feel like Metal Gear is more that game than Twisted Metal is. Because I feel like, let's put it this way, when was the last time you saw a Twisted Metal game? A new Twisted
that's
Metal
true,
game?
that's true.
It was years ago.
But that's also my point. I'm not gonna probably ever play a Twisted Metal ever again because there won't be another one.
No.
But they still make Metal Gear.
They still make Metal
They
Gear.
still make Metal Gear.
Well, I mean, that's still up in the air because Metal Gear Solid 5 was the last one, and now
Phantom Pain.
Kojima is
Yeah,
not
yeah.
there.
But I'm just saying, at least I
So-
can say there's 30 other Metal Gears after that one.
Yeah.
There was only 2 Twisted Metals.
But as far as like knowing who the character is,
yeah,
like
yeah,
I think
well,
Metal Gear is
yeah,
more,
people would know Snake more than they would know
more toward
Sweet Tooth.
yeah, than Sweet
Well,
Tooth. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like nothing on there made me fall out my chair. When I read the Super Nintendo, the SNES, I remember Mario World shocked me, and so did Zelda because they were so big, and I know how much they are at the store right now.
Shocked you?
No, it shocked me only because I know how much they cost at the store. I just kept saying, how are they going to get away with doing this when at the store right now Mario World is $45, Kyle?
That doesn't shock me only because
I mean, it doesn't. It's not like it shocks me like where it's like, oh my God, groundbreaking. It's more like I'm just so happy that this is there, like this is on this.
But I
console.
felt like those games, as expensive as they are to just get it on a Super
Right.
NES, that they were going to be on there anyway.
But them PlayStation games. Where's the other one with the jet skis you race on? You know the game. It's
Wave Race? No, that's
no. It's jet. It's something, but it's like a street jet game. Like it's like almost how they made NBA Street and NFL Street.
Wipeout?
There was it's
Yeah, but that's another one though. That
Wipeout
wasn't
could
on
have that list very disappointing, and I'm not gonna be the one to kill Van's parade. That's his system, and that's every PlayStation owner probably feels the same way Van does. I don't know personally because I don't have a lot of PlayStation friends.
Yeah.
Maybe you have some. Maybe you got takes from them,
I do.
but they all probably feel the same way Van does.
I mean, a lot of people. See that I feel like Van has a connection with a lot of these games that we just don't know about. So like maybe he just enjoyed it more as a kid because that's the thing. Like he owned a PlayStation, I didn't. I owned an N64. So like we were talking before with Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Like I have those special connections with Ocarina of
Oh
Time.
yeah, like
with Banjo-Kazooie, with the Super Mario 64, with the Mario parties, with all these games, the original Smash, blah, 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 all these other guys. Like, I could name off a bunch of games that are just like, I have a special connection with this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Diddy Kong Racing, that's another one, special connection.
Yep.
It's not on the, it won't be on the rumored N64 Classic, which eventually I think will come out next
you don't
year.
think Diddy Kong Racing would be? I think it will.
Only because if they did, they would have to get
Oh yeah, Mario
rid
Kart
of-
64 would be on there.
Well, Mario Kart 64 would be on there, but at the same time, if they did do Diddy Kong Racing, you have to get Banjo and you have to get Conquer,
Sure.
and that's
Can't happen.
a difficult thing in it as it is.
It's already on rare replay, so it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, so I mean, you're not gonna get. So you'll never get Diddy Kong Racing unless they did the 3DS version, which I don't want to do.
Hey, like Van said, Van likes PlayStation. Yeah, please don't do the DS version. Van has this connection with the PlayStation. His most memorable system probably is this. Ours is probably the 64. The 64 was special to me.
His most memorable system, he said this numerous times, was the SNES.
Yeah.
That was his most memorable system. It's his favorite system of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I would say one of the early PlayStations, either PlayStation 1 or 2, probably more than likely 2, is more memorable for him than the original PlayStation.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that. Just because PlayStation 2 obviously had way better games than my
Yeah.
But
no Tomb Raider, huh?
no Tomb. Now I will say this because we talked about graphics as well. Obviously, Tomb Raider did not age well.
I don't think any of them games on that list
at
did.
all.
I don't think any of those did.
Final Fantasy didn't. Final Fantasy does not look well at all.
That's what I'm
Metal
saying.
Gear Solid still looks okay.
Nah, man.
Looks okay.
I want to see the gameplay on these games now. I have to see how they look on this system. Has anyone shown gameplay yet?
I haven't seen any gameplay yet.
I have to see that.
Yeah,
No Ape Escape. Get out of here, man.
yeah, no Ape Escape. I didn't even think about Ape Escape.
No Toomba. Like, these Japanese games that were so big, I'm shocked.
I mean, we could keep saying over and over and over again. No Chrono Cross, no Tomb Raider, no Soul Edge,
And
no
how much is this
Street
again?
Fighter 3 or Alpha.
How much
Instead,
is this
they put
again, Kyle?
puzzle $100.
Nah, man.
That's $100 I can
No,
save.
man.
That's $100 I can save.
No.
Yeah, $100 that I can absolutely save. I'm
Hey,
sorry. I'm sorry, PlayStation. Sorry, Sony.
It's mini. It's HD. It has crappy games, but it's mini and HD. So, and
Sorry.
you don't have to use a memory card. That's a big thing.
That's true. You do not have to use a memory card, but at the same time, no. I this isn't selling me. This
No.
is. I mean, I did not play. The only games that are selling me on there. Actually, the only game pretty much that's selling me on there is Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
That's it. The rest of them, like Resident Evil, I already have the remake one. I can play that. Final Fantasy VII, I'm just gonna wait and get it on the Switch anyway, and have one of those be my first one Final Fantasy I ever played. So I don't know. Again, we're not fans of it. Man likes them because.
Speaking of that, I'm glad you just said that, Colin. It's not a segue, but it is a segue. Sony, not Sony, Square Enix, I'm pissed off at you right now for a lot of reasons. First off, you have the worst E3 ever. Second off,
that'll go right in the memory bank for this year's memories.
yeah.
for sure.
Second off, your Final Fantasy VII remake is ridiculous. I don't even know if that exists anymore.
Probably not.
Third off, you guys released a new Kingdom Heart collection again. And the name of this Kingdom Heart collection is The Story So Far. It has every single Kingdom Hearts in it, right? So in my mind, I'm like, this is great. You know why, Kyle? Because Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be on the Xbox. So this is great. So now people on the Xbox get to play. It's not on the Xbox.
It's only a PlayStation.
It's only on the PlayStation. First off, you already had about 40 remakes, remasters, Kingdom Hearts 2.5, 2.385, 2. Dream Drop Distance 559,
2.3.14.
Yeah.
2.pi.
2.pi
That's what we're
times A 648 30 didn't graduate. You guys had all these Kingdom Hearts, and then you come out with a new collection. First off, stop milking this damn series. Stop it. 3's coming out in January. Stop.
Yep.
But if you're gonna milk your own series, why wouldn't you make the collection for the Xbox? So people on the Xbox that never got to play Kingdom Hearts, instead of having them to have to buy a PlayStation, they can actually now play the whole collection. You guys will make way more money because this one hasn't really sold on PlayStation because people are tired of it. Why did you not release this to Microsoft when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out in January?
Then probably was some sort of deal going on with Square to have that exclusively for PlayStation. Just because I don't believe Xbox has 2.5, 2.8.
They don't have any Kingdom
They don't
Hearts
have any of them. Yeah, so Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be coming out for Xbox, but you got to get the rest on the PlayStation.
on the
one.
PlayStation. Or
Which-
otherwise, you're just going to be playing Kingdom Hearts 3 as a new
Yep. As a new thing, you know.
stupid man.
That's like if I had played The Witcher 3 without playing the other two, which I actually bought Witcher 1 and 2 on the PC. So glad I have a PC now, which is lovely.
Way cheaper.
Yeah, but and also there was some news from Square Enix earlier. I know we don't have a lot of time, but
they done messed up with that.
they done messed up. If you want to bring that up again, because this is more you. This is not.
Okay, so first off, I'm gonna say something real quick. Square Enix. Once again, now I'm even more mad at Square Enix. I forgot about this news. When you do these season passes and you promise people DLC, you have to give these people DLC. Now, the new thing y'all gaming companies think y'all can do is promise us DLC, then we get a few little things, then all of a sudden, hey, just to let you know, Gears did this. Gears came out with this, and they said we were going to get story DLC. It never happened.
Yeah, it never happened.
Why did it never happen? Because you said you guys being real with us and saying, oh, the DLC that would have been in the game, we're just going to put in the next game. Because Gears 5, as well done as it looks, Kyle, we both are aware that it looks done. They probably had DLC for Gears 4 and just was like, no.
That might have been the DLC that we saw.
It was just like, no, let's just make.
Yeah, let's just put it in 5.
So Final Fantasy announced, Square Enix announces today that Final Fantasy 15's DLC will not be coming out. It is done.
Because the director, Hajime Tabata, has left Square Enix.
Which he left because that E3 he had, and he realized all the hate mail he got and the bomb threats. He said, oh my God, like this is bad. I don't want to do this no more. So he left. That's not why he really left.
He took it. No, that's not why he left. But basically, that's almost like taking your ball and run away. If that was the reason.
That E3 was bad, Kyle.
That was. Well, we don't want to talk about that E3 again.
Square, you have a Marvel game that's supposed to be coming out. You have a Final Fantasy game that's supposed to be coming out. You canceled DLC for Final Fantasy 15, which people were really looking forward to that after beating the crap out of that game. What are you doing? What are you doing?
That's when you do the old yell, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I wish I had Dwolly's. He showed me something real cool in his stream yesterday. He has a Jurassic Park. I know you've seen it, Kyle. He has that Jurassic Park follower thing.
Oh, that's why I heard it in the background.
Yeah, it was literally the
I was
funniest
like,
thing I ever seen.
why am I hearing his sub sound going off? He ain't getting no subs right now.
It was the
And then all of a
funniest
sudden-
thing I've ever heard in my life.
That's why I was like, oh.
I wish I had that right now.
Oh, he's had that for ages.
Yeah, he told me. He's like, that was the funniest thing I ever heard.
Yeah,
But
when I finally subbed to him, like his when he was on Twitch, it popped up, and he was still. Actually, I think I have the clip of that still. I'll have to show it to you after.
But he told me it was him actually singing. I was dying so hard, man.
Yeah, that was him. I thought that was funny.
Yeah. But anyways, I want that to play right now because I'm pissed off at Square. And I need
I'll
something
play
to
it.
laugh
I'll
at.
play it when we go off.
Yeah.
When we go off.
I'm pissed off. Square, screw you. And you're no longer Square Enix. You are now. I'm trying to think what name I should name it. We have Ubisoft.
they're Ubisoft.
think
I mean, Vans was a good one when we talked about it during E3.
What?
Square Enix.
Square Enix. There we go.
Yeah.
That's what you're being right now, Square Enix. And I'm losing faith in you guys.
Yep.
That's all I can say.
I don't know, Square. I mean, I'm trying to play my first Final Fantasy, but
It's all time.
you're not helping.
You guys are weaning him away. You're putting a monkey bar in him trying to get to where he's supposed to go. He's not going to
You want me to play your game, that Octopath Traveler that I bought? I haven't even touched it yet. I'm about to trade the thing in because you guys are doing so bad. I ain't gonna trade it now. I'll play it eventually.
He won't trade that crap.
I won't play it in, but I do want to play that event. That's another one that's added to the laundry list.
Don't even think about it.
Octopath Traveler. Good God. Eight separate characters? No, I'll just do one for now. Eventually, maybe I'll do the other 7.
Put it like this: when you get big in this stream and you start making enough money, you'll be able to leave your job and.
Oh, that would be the ideal situation for me. But I got to get back to streaming.
Yeah.
Which that's going to happen. Hopefully this weekend. Hopefully I start because I got nothing pretty much to do this weekend. I got to work now. I got to work Saturday. I'm supposed to have it off, but now I got to work till 12:30 Saturday. But
I'm seeing the Grinch on Saturday. So.
What time?
5.
Oh, so you're not even going to be able to watch that Xbox thing?
No, I'll be.
Because I was going to say maybe we should just watch it like co-streaming or something.
The problem is with the inside Xbox, and they build this hype up, and then when it happens, they're explaining Forza for 40 minutes. They're explaining this game for 30 minutes.
And then the last thing will be Crackdown.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the big news will be the release date. and everybody's just going to be like, nothing Halo, nothing Gears, nothing,
Which people need
nothing
to stop.
Battletoads.
Kyle, which people need to stop. I mean, at the end of the day, I know we want that stuff, but we have to understand what Phil's doing. He brought. What else can we want, Kyle? He showed you in the background when he was in E3 who they just bought out to make games. Like, they're coming. They're coming.
Yeah.
It sucks because for PC, they're coming too, but they're coming.
Yes, for PC. For PC, they're coming too.
They're coming.
Speaking of PC.
League of Legends is going to be on Xbox soon. Watch.
Wow.
Just saying.
That'd be interesting. But I see, that's another different opinion for another time. Because we're running out of time right now, obviously.
Yes. I'm getting calls left and right.
All right. So we're going to end the show then, I suppose. For everybody that was in chat, thank you very much for joining us today. Exclamation donate for last time for Twitch. As a matter of fact, I'm going to type that in, even though we're just getting off now. Exclamation. Oh, he's not even signed in. Never mind.
Right.
Exclamation mark donate for Extra Life if you would like to donate for the kids that are unfortunately suffering from either terminal issues or have cancer. That would be great to donate to them. If you can, have the time to do it, please do. They truly deserve an extra life, and they are the future that will lead us into hopefully better things for the gaming universe.
Yes.
So if you guys give a chance to give an extra life, that'd be awesome. Or donate towards it, obviously. So, but I would like to thank everybody for joining us today. Van was here for a little bit, even though he said he was going to come in and out, and he didn't hear any.
Once Van gets caught up in anything.
That's all right. He going to hear this episode anyway, and he's going to be like, what the hell is wrong with you, Andre?
He's going to wonder why I don't like the PlayStation Classic, but I'm going to wonder why he does like the PlayStation Classic, but didn't like the Super Nintendo.
That's going to be a nice little interesting thing.
Yeah.
But we'll be back next Thursday at 6 o'clock for more great stories. Hopefully some good stuff comes from the Xbox. I'm calling it the Xbox experience.
I like that.
You know why?
Because PlayStation didn't have one.
We ain't getting no PlayStation experience.
Hopefully it's in Mexico City, so let's see what happens.
Mexico!
Let's see what happens, man.
Did you like that? Did you watch that video, though, I sent you?
Of which one?
Thanksgiving.
Oh, man. That's
Did you watch it?
Listen, that's one of my favorite.
I thought you would appreciate it because you are Dominican.
Listen.
And my other Dominican friends are the reason why I have that song stuck in my head every single year.
Yes, man. That's one of my favorite tunes, man.
Oh, my God. Every year they have to bring it up, and now it's stuck in my head. Like, I should just play it as we go
Just play it, man. Why not? Thanksgiving's coming.
No, we're going to end the show now. We'll play it, the episode. Actually, yeah, we're not going to be able to do a Thanksgiving episode.
We are not.
So we might have to do an early episode of that. We'll have to talk to Van about that.
Yeah.
But everybody, until next week, peace.